Hello, it's IamFat32 here once again with a video for YouTube. And today I'm going to be talking about putting older computers on the internet, which is possible. What lies in front of me may not look like a usable machine, but it's actually just an Acer Veriton 5100 with a 1 GHz Pentium 3. Actually a rare machine. There were other Veriton 5100Bs which were quite common actually, except they had Celerons in them, so they weren't very good. And there was more of the Celeron ones, which makes these 1 GHz Pentium 3 ones rare, and the 800 MHz variants even rarer. But anyway, we're going to be putting it on the internet, and this just goes for anything old and slow like this. Like the connectivity to the internet has more to do, for compatibility wise anyway, has more to do with the operating system than the actual hardware inside of the computer. Really. Because with Windows 98 it's more difficult to connect than it is on Windows XP. So if you put Windows XP on this right here, it would be quite easy to connect to the internet. Even if you put Windows XP on a Pentium 2, of course you need an Ethernet card to do this. It's actually quite easy, but we're going to be trying to put Windows 98 on the internet. So yeah, I actually have one of these without the missing faceplate under there. It looks similar to this one, except this one's a 5200 with a Pentium 4. And people didn't believe me that this Pentium 4 machine was actually shipped with Windows 98. Right there is proof that it was Windows 98 2nd edition. So okay, we will be, well, first let's go over what's on the front. 2 USB ports, audio jacks, floppy drive, and a CD-ROM drive, which is what I'm holding this by. Power. Lights. So anyway, for the lights, this is a hard drive light. This is the turbo LED, and this is the power LED. And of course the soft power button, which is controlled by software. Usually if you press it, it just goes into sleep mode. The actual, like, this is just a sleep button. The power switch itself is on the back. So you click that to turn it on, turn it off. No. This is basically a sleep function. Don't use that. This in the back. It is made by Acer. There's a power supply with the switch. Tilt this up for better lighting. PS2. There is onboard networking on this. It's one of the first computers to be sold stock with onboard Ethernet. It wasn't very common back then. There's a parallel port, serial, VGA, audio, the usual connectivity on these older machines. Yep. There used to be another Ethernet card in there, but it was pointless, so I took it out. It was actually just an older version of this 3COM Etherlink, except I think it was a 10BASE-T card, which is probably worse than what's on board, considering this machine was manufactured in the year 2000. My other one under there was made in 1999, so whatever. Inside, let me make sure there's no screws. No, there isn't. I hate taking this cover off with one hand. It's a good heavy-duty case, but it sure is a pain in the ass to open. Sure is no NetVista, that's for sure. You can see the board is a S58M system board, and it has all the jumper settings on it. This board is manufactured by Acer themselves, or AOPEN as they call their motherboard and component manufacturer. Like, you could probably buy a similar board that rebranded as an AOPEN. So yeah. So there's a screw there that just holds in the casing. Son of a bitch. I'm not even gonna get that. I'm just gonna stop the camera till that stops. Anyway, down there you can see the Pentium 3 CPU. Yeah. And these are all in place. Floppy drive. 40 gigabyte Samsung IDE drive, which I thought was screwed, but it still works. So it has Windows 98, 90, and 95 installed on it. 98 with Plus. The Windows 95 partition is kind of corrupt, so I'm not really going to worry about that too much. Yeah, you know, I don't really want to go into too much detail. You've seen this before. Here's the turbo LED, which I accidentally unplugged, and I can't figure out where to plug it back in because I'm too lazy to open that one up. And this one is too new for the turbo function. And yes, even though these are made in 1999/2000 or even 2001, depending on which ones you have, the original Veritone 5100s were made from late 1999 to February 2000, and then from February 2000 to, you know, whenever they introduced this model in 2001, there were the Celeron variants, which were much more common. They still had 5100 on the thing, but really they weren't. In fact, the motherboard in the BIOS, it said 5100B, and the motherboard was slightly different. It wasn't this good. Like, I mean, it was like a downgrade motherboard. This one has an Intel 815 chipset. The newer one had an 810 chipset, which, you know, why would they do that? You know, it's a lower quality chipset, and the earlier model had a better chipset that supported more. But whatever, that's just in them, being Acer and whatnot. So if you want a good little Pentium 3 machine, try and find one of these original ones. Even though they are rare, they're not impossible to find. You see there's a piece of masking tape there, because I didn't have a slot cover at the time, so I just put a piece of tape over it to prevent any unwanted things from entering the system. You know, it's your standard little Pentium 3 computer, equipped with I don't know what the wattage on that power supply is, but it's probably 200 watts, around there, ballpark. Yeah. So he has an AGP slot, AGP 1X, 2X, and maybe 4X. I don't know. It's 4X at the best. Clock battery, which is not original. I can tell you that right now. I think I replaced that at some point. My Veritone 5100 there has the original clock battery, and it works fine. And this computer, motherboard was made in 1998, has the original clock battery, and it works fine too. Combi Partner even has its original clock. Did I say cock battery? Ooh, clock battery, and well, it sort of functions. It could be worse. So anyway, let's just cut to the chase and power up Windows, and we'll go from there. So until then. Okay, so I have this plugged into the internet. There's an Ethernet cable plugged into the motherboard, and coming over to my Ethernet switch, which for some reason it's not showing up the linkage for that. Then it's just bridged to the laptop. Now, you can just plug it directly into your modem or router or wherever you may have. But wireless probably won't work unless you have the right drivers. So, with that being said, let's switch back there. Turn the monitor. Then this switch on the back, which is right here. Hard drive doesn't sound good. There we go. It's not seeing the image properly, maybe if. Saw for a minute and then this top part got cut off again. I don't know, it must be the video output. So let's see here. Is it really that late? 20, what would that be? 4 hours before midnight, that would be 8. No, this clock is wrong. It's Acronis OS version. I don't know. It's cut off, but let's try this. 1, 2, 3, go. That's it. Update your clock for daylight savings time. Okay. Yeah, close enough. Got sound. I got background. I've also got a misconfigured monitor. It seems to be closer this way. It's closer to this corner than it is centered, but not important. The mouse over here, Acer mouse, Acer keyboard, Acer computer, and a nice Envision monitor. So anyway, plus 98 is on here apparently. I knew that, but actually, right. My computer properties. 383 megs of RAM. Cool. Okay, yeah. We have got a problem. PCI Ethernet controller is not showing up. Yeah, I will find the driver for that, and we will be right back. Here's a good example of when this drive will work properly. So, see it says insert the disk, click OK. As you can observe, it's closed now. Now, usually it'll get stuck, right? Perfect. And I didn't even have to emergency eject it this time. Instead of getting stuck in, it opened about that much and then stopped, and I just pulled it a little and it ejected the rest of the way, and was fine. So now, okay, I guess it has to be restarted. So yeah, that's about it for just that. And of course, I'm going to have to restart Windows for the drivers to install. Okay then. It's still loading. Stupid virus scan installed with a plus 98. Yeah. Let's see. So now if we go into control panel, there should be an Intel Pro 100 icon. Usually is anyway, I don't know why there isn't one this time. Network. It's detecting it. Intel Pro 100. You know, Pro 100 was pretty good back in the Windows 98 days, because usually back then it was just 10 base T over an ISA bus, and that was not so. It really helps if that's running. Alright. Connection. Let's go on the internet with it. Wait a minute. Let's see if this will. Yeah, I kind of thought so. Great. Connect the Internet Wizard. Same thing. Great. Fantastic. Capture local area network connection is what you will want to click. And then when you do that, you put connect through a local area network, LAN. try to automatically discover it. No mail account. Don't want mail account. Interesting. Didn't really expect it to work the first try. Oh, there goes the internet connection. Wizard's gone now, I guess. Yeah. The heck, line up icons. Wonder if how do you get to the network on Windows 7 now? God dang it. Alright, that's functional. Network. No, it's not showing up here. Obviously. I wonder if the bridge is screwed up. Well, it looks like it's fine. I mean. Looks to be bridged just fine. Sometimes switching the ports works too. Now I'm not getting any link signal on port 2. Great. Now let's try port. Last one, port 5, we're getting a signal on. Why not on port 2? There's the screensaver going again. Alright. Hmm. Yeah, I think still messed up. Okay, so now it should be disabled. Apparently not. Oh, hey, what do you know? We're on the internet. Yay. Spelled Google wrong. Put an AI in there somehow. Oh, yeah. I'll search myself. It's actually pretty snappy. So obviously a few things show up on here. There's my 486 video. I doubt it'll load. If it does, I'll... You know, this loads decently fast, to be completely honest with you. Like if I just searched, I don't know. Let's see, what did I search? Watch how fast this is. See, it's already loaded. It's just this stupid thing came out. My video is on the front page of if you search AC Veriton 5100, mine's on the first page. That's pretty cool. It's decently fast, actually. Like, if only Flash was supported and newer browsers that aren't Firefox, then that'd be pretty good.